Good morning, everyone. It is March 1st, and as you can see by my title, CEO argues with Uber driver. And what great opportunity for us to finally stand up. And I hope that driver who videotaped that incident, I hope he gets interviewed on all major news outlets, nighttime shows, Jimmy Kimmel show, whomever. I don't, this is just a gift to the driver. This is our opportunity now to finally put our foot on his neck. We already knew Uber didn't give a damn about drivers. And he just reflects the culture of these greedy corporate companies that wants to take advantage of people and for their own monetary gains. For the last 2 weeks, I haven't reported all the news, but I want to thank Kevin, the entrepreneur, for giving us these news updates of what's going on in the ride sharing land. So Kevin, you beat me to the punch. So, because when I saw that news outlet on my news read last night, I was like, ooh. First, the sexual harassment scandal, the $70,000 fine to one of the executives, and then one of the board of directors or whomever it was. He used to work for Google. Then he got fired at Uber just 2 days ago. Now this couldn't drop on the laps of drivers to finally unite. And then now and demand that we get a better pay rates. I'm curious to see if he even tipped. Did he even, when he left, did he even tip the driver? Probably not. But I could assure you, I don't know what the hell's going on. They couldn't be me. But of course, I wouldn't even have a black car. So, but what a great gift that just dropped in our laps, y'all. Y'all just don't realize that we can now finally start a movement for him to change their policies. And I'm telling you, it's a bigger scandal that's out there when it comes to this. But then it comes with that's coming down with Uber. I don't know what it is yet, but I could only speculate. But when somebody's going to have to, we're going to have to file. Someone's going to file a class action suit against Uber. And it's going to reveal some very, very damaging reports, especially their financial reports. I could assure you it's something, I just can't put my finger on it. But don't be surprised that the federal government, FCC, the Department of Justice doesn't really start looking into Uber's financials, particularly Uber. It's just like they don't already pay corporate income tax, and then you got the nerve to be on TV to be on. What can he possibly do? Now, I don't know. If they trying to sweep this under the rug, maybe he's going to be protected by Just pay out, buy out several people and try to sweep this under the rug. But I can assure you that driver who had recorded that recording, he probably got deactivated. If anything, he probably, I'm quite sure Uber lawyers are contacting him right now and put some kind of gag clause for him not to go further to the news about it. I mean, he already leaked it. But what valuable information to leak that to a news outlet. But if more damage comes from that, we all need to take one weekend. Let's start off a weekend first, because if I tell people, oh, let's not drive Uber, don't do Uber Eats, don't do Uber nothing for a week, some of y'all gonna still be like, well, I'm gonna drive Uber, I'm gonna make my money, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That proves my point that we're being nothing used as slaves to Uber, slaves. I mean, really? This man invested $95,000 in wanting to become a so-called partner with the black car with Uber. And he's sitting here telling him, Kalanick, or whatever the hell his pronunciation of his name is, that he's complaining to you about the rates. And you sit there, and he sits there and basically you might as well tell the guy, F you, I don't give a damn, and just got out the car. That just shows nothing more than just this white privileged CEO, like all the rest of these crooked CEOs out there, that they think that they are indispensable, that no one cannot touch them. But we need to bring Uber down to his knees. We need to humble that man. Now, I don't even drive an Uber, but they got the nerve to send me an text message. Oh, we'll pay you $50 an hour just to take one passenger to take 80%. Really? Y'all got that much money to throw out? Well, you know what? Y'all throw out some price increases. Develop an app for tips. Don't entice me by telling me, oh, let's go ahead and drive Uber. We'll give you $25, $30, $40, $50 an hour. Fuck you. Fuck you, Uber. Because that's basically what you told that other driver when he picked you up and you went on about your business. And this happened on Super Bowl Sunday. Man, I wonder I wonder how he really, that other driver, I really wish he would make a YouTube video about it. It would have been real interesting. Boy, I wish I was that little down that in the car just to see the transaction that came up about that. This is our opportunity. I'm telling y'all, this is our opportunity right now to take one weekend, united as one, and all drivers need to unite and not drive. Don't turn on the app. Don't pick up no food. Don't drive not a damn no one. And just do that. Then you're going to send me a link. Oh, we'll pay you an additional $50 more if you recruit new drivers. You keep going on this cycle. Okay, I'm going to stop driving. So let me go ahead and make YouTube videos and advertise to have to recruit more drivers so I get a referral bonus. Come on, y'all. Can't you see? first of all, who's going to even be able to meet the qualification of goal to get that $500 bonus or $1,000, but wherever the hell they offering all these big bonuses from? So you figure, okay, let me go ahead. I'm going to recruit more drivers, and let me go ahead and get me a referral and go on and make YouTube videos and discuss making more money with Uber. And look what happened. Look what happened. Look at the downright ugly disrespect that they have for drivers. Now, some people may say, well, you don't have to drive for Uber if you don't want to. That's his choice. That's their choice. That's our choice. If we want to drive for Uber. Wake up, people. All we're doing is just filtering, enabling this type of behavior, and figure that we're going to allow someone to, it's right there on film, y'all. Right there on film. Now, I didn't see the whole entire video yet, but that couple of seconds that I saw at the end, I probably would have cursed him. I said, get the fuck out of my car. And then I would have had to call the bureaus. All major bureaus would have got that tape from the next day. This happened on Super Bowl Sunday. So it probably took a little minute for someone to pick it up. So I guess somehow or another, I don't know what that driver who made the tape, that he just had valuable information in his hands. And I guess I don't know, what was his mind, what was his thought, that you record your drives and the CEO comes into your car, you ask a question, you realize, okay, this is the CEO of Uber. Let me start, letting him know or be aware about the rates, what's going on with the rates. That would have been the opportunity for Kalanick to kind of saying, I understand your concerns. Let me give you my business card. Let me, just kind of contact us and we could look into the matter. End of that. End of discussion. End of discussion. But no, what do? You sit there with your cocky ass and you basically says, you know what, F you, I don't care about your drivers. We got competition. And if we did that, we would lose money. All kind of, it just proves himself. He doesn't even know what the hell his own business structure model is. You couldn't even explain it or give a, reasonable thought for someone to, to say, okay, well, let me tell you this, and we're always looking for feedback. Leave it to that. That's all he had to do. Leave it to that. If he has just said that, or better yet, keep your mouth closed. Say, well, I understand your concern. He already dropped you off at your location. When he began to ask all those questions and was basically telling you about the fares and how he felt, he could have said, you know what, I understand where you're coming from, but let me give you my information, or contact me or contact my people and we could see what we could do, and gave that man a tip. Gave him a tip and says, here you go. And kept it at that. If you know that the black cars is something you need to phase out, or that's not something you're going to offer anymore, say, you know what, we're going to probably be making some changes, but ask me, let me know what your concerns are. Let me give you something. Let me give you my contact. That's it. But no, what do? Then now you're trying to say, I need to grow up as a CEO. Grow up. Okay, you need to grow up. So you so detached from your own company. Don't be surprised if the board of directors, and there are some very big names on the board of directors. What's her name? I can't remember her first name, but Huffington Post, the CEO of Huffington Post, she's on the board of directors. Now, I don't know who, any other big names on that board of directors, but the board of directors, they're going to need to come together. They're probably going to come together this week, and they probably will kick him out of his own company, just like what happened with Microsoft. But not Microsoft, Apple years ago. When Apple first when Apple first developed and things weren't going as smoothly with Apple, the board of directors basically kicked out Job out of his own company. They fired him. He started Apple. The board of directors fired him. He started some other new company, and then came back a few years later. The board of directors will probably end up kicking out Kaepernick out of his own company. Don't be surprised. By the end of this year, if it comes down slide and they start losing not millions of dollars, but billions of dollars, his ass is out of there. His ass is out. And he will be replaced. Just because you own a company as a private company, such as Uber, and you have board of directors, that doesn't mean that you can't be replaced. The board of directors can, and they probably will. I'm gonna see how far this scandal of this tape is gonna go out. But let me tell you, I'm telling y'all, if everyone took an alliance to not drive for one weekend. Now, a lot of y'all drive for Lyft too. So trust me, all people who drive Uber can't turn off that app for one weekend and see what happens. It will be a disaster. It will be one big disaster. And I could assure you, people gonna be like, oh, I need Uber. I can't, man, before Uber came around, people who didn't have a car, they got along quite well. But people are so damn lazy that they was like, oh, I need Uber. I can't walk 2 blocks. They can't even get their damn food around the corner so much, thinking that I'm gonna call Uber. I need a ride. Dang it, take the bus, take the train, walk. When I lived in New York, I used to walk for hours, just walking. Just damn ridiculous. But I'm telling y'all, if you want to make a real impact on this incident that truly is going to show, we need to stand together and turn off that app. Because I turned mine off months ago. I tell you, I did Uber Eats last night, and I just did one delivery, and it was like $11, and it was on my way home. And like I said, I'm gonna do one Uber a week, one drive, not pick up people, one food delivery once a week, or I may do it once a day. I don't know, but let me tell you, boy, just to wake up And see that, boy, I don't know what was more embarrassing. The Oscars reading the wrong card for best picture or this Uber scandal. Which one is worse? See, you can recover from making a mistake with reading the wrong card for the Oscars. So you see how that didn't. You see how, that was not even a big news the next day. Someone looked at it and said, well, you made a mistake, blah, 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 and they moved on. Now, hopefully, this incident, we're going to see what's going to happen next. I'm telling you, it's going to be a major shakedown. Trust me when I tell y'all, by the end of this year, or better yet, before the summer, I'm going to give it by the summer. Their board of directors right now is probably twirling in their minds. What are we going to do about this, Travis? And they're going to either ask for his resignation, they're going to tell him to step down as CEO. They're going to need a major public PR person, crisis management. Maybe they're going to need Olivia Pope to get them out of this thing crap. Scandal after scandal after scandal. Somebody needs to make a little parody video. Scandal of Uber, and just, somebody probably thinking that right now. If I wish I knew how to do production and film, and maybe I'll make a little parody about Uber and scandal. You're going to need Olivia Pope to get your asses out of this situation. But I'm going to tell you, this is just the beginning with Uber and these scandals. I'm telling you, watch. Trust and believe me, y'all. When they start asking for those books, and they're going to start asking for that, show us the money trail, we're gonna see some shit. We're going to see some shit, I'm telling you. See, that's why people ain't messing with Donald Trump. Those executives, they you don't see them going out too much against him. But now that he's the president of the United States, they know what they know. Donald Trump got so much shit on those big executive CEOs. I'm quite sure he probably got something with Uber. Uber gonna have to straighten up. See, they can't say shit. They can't say a damn thing because somebody's gonna open up Uber's can of worms. And if they think that the president and the federal government's going to bail them out, nope. So either you're going to align. That's why they probably, think about it, y'all. You see all these white privileged CEOs of all these major big companies get away with shit. No one went to jail. No one, and they did a whole lot worse than what was about to come down the pipeline. But let me tell you, when the things that hurt white folks, or not, I ain't gonna say white folks because it hurts everyone, to be honest. But what's gonna hurt major startup companies such as Uber, because they're still a startup company, what's gonna hurt them is in the pocketbook. What's in the pocketbook? See, can't see my leg, but that's what's gonna hurt them. And it has to start with us, the drivers, the money makers of Uber, the one who pick up the food, drive these spoiled ass, unprivileged, sometimes ghetto folks that don't, that want to slam your car door, they don't try to respect your own property, non-tipping ass people. They're gonna have to start getting their own damn food, or better yet, go to other services like Grubhub and pay a tip. or but they gotten so accustomed to being served that you think that you could just keep cutting the rates, cutting the rates, cutting the rates. These companies, and I ain't just gonna be, I'm not gonna jump on Uber only. There's some other companies too. But these other companies are just sitting back, looking at this issue, looking at this scandal, and they keeping their mouth closed. They're not gonna come to his aid. Not one bit. And hopefully they will learn from all this Uber bull crap scandal and not repeat it themselves. If they know anything. See, people who invest in these companies, they put millions of dollars investment money. They're not gonna lose no money. But when they start losing some money, they're gonna be like, hell no, what the hell's going on? I'm telling you, boy, they're gonna fire him. They're gonna fire him. I could assure you that. Give it by the summer. Give it by the summer. My rating could go down to dang 10%. I get probably 5% rating in deliveries. And they're gonna probably not kick me off the platform yet. That's how desperate they are. My dang rating, let me tell you what my rating is for Uber Uber Eats. Man, my thing is like 77%. 77. My acceptance rate, it always changes it always goes back default back to 100%. But my cancellation rate, that thing is down. That thing went down to 20%. It used to be 100. But when they said stop, it's not. I pick up one delivery. The only reason why I went to the door, y'all, I was gonna call the person and come on down here and get this bag. But I said, you know what? I just went around the building, knocked on the door, gave her food. She was nice. Ain't got no tip though. And I went about my business, but I knew that was like a long ride though. It was like 25 minutes from Buford Highway to almost dang Indian Creek to deliver some Indian food to some black girl. But I said, you know what? I'll probably get about $11, and I got about $11 for that food delivery, that one delivery. And it was on my way home. That's the only reason why I did it. I said, let me turn on Uber Eats and see what I get. If I get a ride and it's on my way home, I'll pick it up. But if I made it home with nothing, it wouldn't bother me. I would have turned off the app and said, oh well. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set my destination to home, and I'm gonna drive home. And if I get an order or food pickup, then I'm gonna pick it up, drop it off, and go about my business, and that's it. But in terms of going in my car, picking up people, and making, nope, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. I'm just gonna do one, like I said, one Uber Eats a week, or maybe a couple a week. When I mean couple, I'm talking about making $20 a week with Uber, and I'm only gonna do it so I can pay for my gym membership. And that's it. But anyways, my Uber, not Uber, my Grubhub thing's supposed to start from what time? 10 to 1? I think I had a thing. I switched with somebody today. But anyway, boy, I'm gonna find a way to put it out there that we all need to turn off our app. Maybe put hashtag something or whatever. I don't know. Hashtag, not Uber delete, because something where we could say, you know what, let's all decide that we're not going to drive. We're not going to drive and do it in solitary for one weekend. Maybe I should put something on my farm, write something on here, and then put it out there and make a little sign of some sort and let it catch on to YouTube and social media. And everybody who's Uber driver say, okay, we're not going to drive today, and see what happens. See what happens. Boy, I bet you if that was to happen for one weekend, all across the United States, all across the world, you know, since Travis wants to tell us this, and you show it and prove yourself on tape, someone always tells me, when somebody shows you who they are, believe it. When people show you who they are, believe it. And this is just ridiculous, y'all. That couldn't, we need to just say thank you to that driver who took that tape and put it out there in the media. But now we need to take that and run with it and make Uber change its ways, particularly in putting a tip option and raising the rates. Now, I'm not talking about some little fake scheme, some confusion algorithm, and put it out there. It says, okay, this is the new rates with regions and this and that. And if you do this, no, we don't need no confusion. You need to just go straight up, raise the rates for the people taking Uber, and then raise it and give it that it makes some money to the drivers. Shoot, make no damn sense. But I'm quite sure there's 1,000 videos out there of people commenting on this incident. But I can tell you one thing. You can send me a link. You can send me an email today. We'll give you $100 to drive. I ain't doing it. I don't care what. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do it. You probably say, oh, we give you $100 and we'll take 35%. Come on. Really? Really? Not going to do it. Until you put a tip option and you change your rates and you increase the rates, then I'll come back and drive people. You should be glad that I even decide to do one pickup a week. I mean, I'm telling y'all, one. That's all I do for Uber Eats. One delivery a week. One. And it better not be, it's on my way to the house. Other than that, not doing it. But anyways, let me go ahead and go. And I'll be making some other videos on my way to doing my Grubhub block and my Instacart. And then I'm going to talk about taxes, y'all. Y'all going to see a live version of my tax return. I'm not going to show you all my personal information. I'm just going to show you how I'm going to go about that Schedule C and break it down. Now, like I said, coming from working for the IRS for 10 and a half years, I know exactly what the limits are when it comes to claiming certain deductions. And I already know what the threshold is. Now, I'm going to talk about this briefly before I go. But depending on that final number at the end of that Schedule A and the Schedule C, the IRS will audit. And I know exactly when they're going to audit. But if somebody wants to hit me up and wants to know further about, doing that Schedule C and you live in Atlanta, we could probably meet up, make an appointment and I could help you. And, if you decided you want to go to Jackson Hewitt, H&R Block, and I'm going to tell you, those are not any better. Those are the main tax returns that gets reviewed because half of the time is wrong. People go, I went to my accountant, I went to Jackson Hewitt or H&R Block, and he told me, and then next thing you know, you get a letter asking you to prove all these deductions, and you want to know why it's being audited and what they need. And most of them are done by these H&R Blocks and Jackie Hewitt. Unfortunately, they only make $10 an hour just to input things in a computer, and it'd be wrong, and they'd be making up some numbers. And that's the worst thing you could do. But anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. But leave your comments below and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to, if you're interested in me showing y'all how to go about these tax returns that's going to be due next month, hit me up and we can go and talk about it. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.